Hi everybody, this is Valetistic, and today's video we're gonna be comparing two phones together made from the same company, which is we got the LG Leon and we have the LG K7. Let's gonna see how those stand in these comparisons. First, let me talk about the design briefly here. As everybody noticed here that we have the K7, which is a bigger phone, and as well as you got the curved screen over here. It's not any function to this curved screen, it's just made for the design. It makes the phone looks more beautiful actually. Other than that, you have a very thin device and 160 gram, which is kind of light phone for that same size. You get proximity sensors, speakers, and speakers are not that loud in this phone unfortunately. And you have the back, you have the camera, flash, and you have the buttons, no finger tip scanner or anything like that. And unfortunately you don't have LED notification lights, which is, I wish that LG made it with this phone. We have the LG Leon actually. The way it looks actually, you know, some people they don't like that design, but for me it's very acceptable design. No LED notification lights. Go with the same way. You have the camera and the volume records, and the flash gonna be located in the back. Both phones support, so knock on if you want to lay this on the table or stuff like that. So very much I can tell you that the design for the LG K7 has a bigger screen, makes the phone looks much better. You can notice here that the LG K7 has a bigger screen, but bigger means it's better? Not always. I mean, I have some issues with this display. I mean, the pixels, if you just be close from the display, you're gonna see that pixels. That's back to low resolution for the 5-inch display. You have only 480 x 854, and the LG Leon technically has the same resolution here for 4.5-inch display. So technically, because it's smaller, you're not going to be able to see too much pixels, and you will see the screen way much better. Believe it or not, the LG Leon has very nice looking display in compared to the LG K7, which is very disappointing. And at the same time, the LG Leon has a 218 the PPI, which is density per pixel, while the K7 only has 196. So as far as the screen goes, I would prefer the LG Leon display over the K7, but if you want that bigger screen, you have it with the LG K7. By sense that the LG K7 has a bigger battery when we talk about battery and removable battery, as well as the LG Leon, but it's smaller because you have a smaller screen. So just to make sense. But at the same time, I haven't seen any big difference in the performance. You have 2045 milliamp power, 5-inch, you should get more, and 1820, and it's still low for 4.5-inch. So you guys are not gonna expect too much good performance for the battery. In case if you would like to play games or stuff like that, you may need to recharge your phone twice or every night if you want to just do a regular usage. Other than that, make that power saving mode or low resolution, low brightness, and it will actually save some power. But overall, removable battery, which is good. I mean, if something happens, you can remove it. But as far as both goes, it's not that good battery overall in general. LG Leon, LG K7 both come right away out of the box with the Lollipop 5.1, and you have very identical a UI here. So technically you don't have extra features because you have the LG K7. You just get the bigger screen and different design. Other than that, you have the same features that you have on the display over here. You have it over there, the knock on. You have the same toggles, the same way that the UI goes, which is not that big difference in the UI in general. You may be shocked about the result that you guys can see on the Geekbench 3. That's back to the lower chipset used on the LG K7. They use 1.1 quad-core processor, which is Snapdragon 210. And you get 1.5 gig of RAM, which is very good. And you have the LG Leon 471-1417, which is a higher score. That because LG Leon has a better performance for the chips. It has Snapdragon 410, which is actually better. Other than that, you guys gonna expect the LG Leon has better performance. Finally, we're going to talk about the camera in both phones. So you have the LG K7 here, so you're going to be expecting to have a 5 megapixel camera on the front, which is kind of decent camera, and from the back it's 5 megapixel as well, and you have 720p HD for video in both the front and the back, and you have the autofocus and for the back, so which is kind of cool. You don't have autofocus here in the LG Leon, which is kind of a little bit disappointing too, and you have VGA front facing camera, you have gesture shot, and you have no autofocus, and 5 megapixel camera but 1080p video recording, which is more resolution than the K7, but overall I would prefer the K7 camera over even the front and the back, but not big difference in the performance in general. But when you have autofocus, you can expect better performance. As you guys can see here, there is no manual mode or anything like that, so they're very much identical here in operating system for the camera, which is but you're gonna miss the autofocus in this one, and actually the front facing camera, the LG Leon, is really crappy quality. Also, there's about $20 more for the LG K7, which is you get better design, bigger display, and a higher camera kind of, but the internal hardware on the phone, because Snapdragon 210 is not that quite fast and good. So you may have so two advantages for the Leon: the price plus the hardware, and maybe the resolution for the screen. It's compatible more with 4.5, a little bit more of the PPIs, makes the display kind of a little bit better. But this is actually my opinion. Let me know what's your opinion in the comment section below, and what you guys think about it. If you like that video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel a lot, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. As always guys, I'll see you in my next one.